today is yeah, is that better? Is that better? So today is a big day for Mary. We have her 18-month checkup today. And it's free. It's not at a doctor's office. It's actually at the ward office. It's basically free. Well, it is free. It's not basically. It is free for all kids. And they just have specific days for however old your child is. And they have this appointment at 6 months, 18 months, and again at 3 years. And it's all free. But we're gonna get some lunch first. If you aren't familiar what a ward office is, it's pretty much your city hall. But in places like Yokohama, there are so many people that they actually have to have different wards, or I guess what we would call it in America, boroughs. And each different ward has a city hall. So yeah, that's where we are today. We're back, and as soon as Mary got put in her car seat, she basically conked out. Yeah, she was so tired, and she was so fussy during that entire appointment thing. Oh my gosh, they always do it during nap time. But yeah, so that was always interesting. And I don't know why, but Mary was like the only kid who would just scream the entire time, or like run around happily screaming because she's excited to be running around, or because I was holding her and I wouldn't set her down, she would be screaming. Yeah, but all the other kids, they were just sitting there perfectly fine, maybe sitting with their mom or dad, reading a book, or looking at a book, or just cuddling with mom and dad, being all calm. And mine's running around with a chicken with its head cut off. Like, I don't know what they do. Do they sedate their kids or something? Because, jeez, like, I was like almost embarrassed on how badly Mary just would not sit down and be calm at all. Yeah. But that's in the past now. It's all done. Everything was fine. She checked out great, whatever. So, going back a little bit, to go to this thing, you'll be given like a bunch of papers in the mail, and one important paper is basically this form here. It's just a basic form. This is like an example form, and you just fill out like, oh, what vaccines she's been given so far, different questionnaires like, can she point, can she talk, does she tell you when she wants something, do you still bottle feed her, do you still breastfeed her, like all those random questions and stuff, and they go over that with you. And yeah, but Mary's checked out fine. The only thing they told me was that I should stop giving her a pacifier. And yeah, I know that, but I'm not really worried about it right now. So, yeah. It's kind of like Zonin, kind of. It's like, oh well, I am not going to stop until she wants to stop. I was never forced to stop. I always sucked my thumb. It was a big security thing for me. So I would just suck my thumb and I would actually rub my cheek like this. And it was like a security thing for me. But I just naturally stopped when I didn't want to do it anymore. Yeah. And I think Mary's getting to that point where she doesn't always have to have her pacifier. It's kind of nice when she has it. But she has been able to go to sleep at night now without it. And yeah. And along with this form, you have to take that form. But if you don't have it, it's okay. You still go, and they'll give you a blank form at the actual center, and you have to fill it out there. But yeah, and you will also need to take your baby book. You need this book for everything. This is Health Check for 18 months. And it has both Japanese and English. And the doctor will fill it out. And you also have questions on there as well. It's kind of the same questions, but a little bit different. So like, what activities does your child like to do? For example, and they leave it blank and you just write in stuff. And it leaves space if you have questions about certain things. I had a question on to see if she had a lip tie. And they said it doesn't look like she does, but it's kind of a little early to tell right now because all the babies have that little film here between their teeth and stuff. And it's not super prominent, but yeah, it is something I worry about only because it can make even more speech delays. And she already has a speech delay because she's bilingual. I wish I could have filmed some while I was in there, but since I was by myself, because Naoki's working, it was so difficult, especially with Mary just running around everywhere. And yeah, there was no way I could like film anything. I totally could have. I think the nurses and the doctors would have been totally fine with it. But there was no way because of Mary being such a little hooligan. I couldn't do it. But that's okay. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory anyways, so yeah. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make katsu. Yes, I'm excited. I haven't made this in a long time at home because it's deep frying pork cutlet, pretty much. And I don't always have the things that make the oil turn hard afterwards so I can dispose of it. So I tend not to like deep fry things as much anymore. It is now time to do dishes because I need to do dishes in order to cook dinner. Yeah, let's get this done. For Katsu, you will need pork cutlet, or basically pork chops if you're an American. It's what we usually call these kinds of slices of pork. And yeah, so it's basically a fried pork cutlet, and it's pretty basic. You have, the first one would be flour, the second one will be eggs, and then the last one is your breadcrumbs that you will dip it all in and then fry it. Yes. And we put some sauce on it, and it's all done and ready to eat. Yay! Well guys, the night is finished. I am exhausted from the appointment thing today, and yeah, I just am ready for bed. I'm so tired. And Mary had a long nap today. So I have no idea when she's going to go to bed. And I have to edit some videos. We have a huge typhoon coming, and yeah. So we'll see how all that plays out. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!